Shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites, and we come out here every week to prophesy a downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible. And we come out here to teach you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, 12 nations, that you are the Lord's chosen people in the Bible. And also, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Camps for teaching us this truth of the Bible, and peace and mercy to the brothers around the world pushing this truth.
I'm going to get Ezekiel 14 and 14. This is Ezekiel 14 and 14. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Al-Bashim Yahushai on the Hayanah. So I just wanted to start today with that because we can't save anybody. So for the brothers that are watching, we can't save you. You gotta save yourself, man. So you know what I'm saying? And the righteousness is this. This is the righteousness. Because guess what, man? Even though we don't want to, we're sinning fucking practically the whole week up until now. Right? Man. So this is the act of righteousness that will save only our souls. So eventually you guys gotta come out here and join the camp. You want me to get scripture?
Hold on to 22 and 11. Because today is November 1st, and the tribe of Issachar, who are the Mexicans, you know, they like to celebrate what's called the Day of the Dead, you know. And yesterday was Halloween. So I got this article on Wikipedia on Day of the Dead. So it says the Day of the Dead, Dia de Muertos, is a Mexican holiday celebrated throughout Mexico, in particular the central and south regions, and by people of Mexican heritage elsewhere. The multi-day holiday involves family and friends gathering to pray for and remember friends and family members who have died, and helping support their spiritual journey. In Mexican culture, death is viewed as a natural part of the human cycle. Mexicans view it not as a day of sadness, but as a day of celebration, because their loved ones awake and celebrate with them.
Yeah, they all do that. Like they all celebrate their loved ones passing, but we're going to find out in a little bit.
So it says, observed by Mexico and regions with large Mexican populations. It begins on November 1st and ends on November 2nd. And this is celebrated annually, you know. But we got a scripture that talks about what the Bible says about the dead.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 22 and 11. Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the life, and weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding.
So right there it said, weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light, and weep for the fool, for he want understanding. So someone who don't have understanding of this Bible, he's considered a fool.
So wait a minute, like I thought they were supposed to celebrate the Day of the Dead, but they're really dead themselves.
That's right, you know, because it said weep for the dead, Now let me get the definition for weep. This is in the etymology. Shed tears, cry, bewail, mourn over, complain. Okay, so that's what weeping is.
This is Ecclesiasticus 22:11. Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light, and weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding.
So somebody who don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know, we weep for them. You know, like,
oh, it's real.
You know, because this is what's going to get you saved. You know, your righteousness is what's going to get you saved.
That's Ezekiel right there.
Yeah.
But why? Now we're us right here at the tabernacle. We're weeping for you. You guys ain't up here with us. You guys ain't up here with us saving your own souls, man, because we wish you would. Damn, for real. I told my mom, I told my dad, I told my sisters, they're celebrating the Day of the Dead. I can't do nothing about that shit. Hey, it's sad, but I'm not gonna cry.
So it said weep for the dead. So when someone dies, you know, we do weep for them, but there's a frame, a time frame to how long you're supposed to weep for them. So you want to continue that?
Let me start all over. Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light, and weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding. Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest, but the life of the fool is worse than the death.
So it said, make little weeping for the dead. You know?
And the most important part is make little weeping for the dead. Why? Because they're at rest. We're the ones that the angels are crying for us, man.
Yeah, because you know,
we're catching up.
Yep. When that person dies, his spirit no longer feels pain.
See, the game's over. Their race is done. How do you feel when it's time to clock out? Let's compare it to death to working, because you're there to live, right? And when you can only live, you can only leave after you're done living. So you go there to these are excuses. They're other ones, but so you go to work to make a living, and then you leave once you're dead tired, right? That's why they say you're dead tired when you clock out. Boom. Clock out and you get the fuck out of it. How do you feel when you're at home? You're at rest, right? And then you might even say, man, I feel bad for those dummies at work still.
That's right, because once you die here, you go home. You know, that's why they say, you know, that you go home. This is not your rest.
It's not your home. Not your home, and it's not your rest. Let me read this one. Ecclesiasticus 22:11. Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light. So when it says that, the light is right here. The light is the scriptures. The light is the scriptures that tells you a lot of times. You know, what about when Yahweh Shai was talking about no man lights a candle and puts it inside a house or in a closet or under a basket. You set that on top of the hill. Look at it. Lights here. Everybody can see us. Everybody can see us, man. Everybody can see us way all around. That's why I keep turning around just to make sure nobody's behind, and I keep looking in the camera. So we got the light.
Anybody could just walk up right here.
And just get it. And weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding. How many times do you just want to understand why things are happening? You're catching hell, your bills won't stop, your fucking kidneys hurt, when you drink water, you feel bad. You get up in the morning and you can't fucking move, you're all slow and shit. That's fucking bad news right there. That's bad news. And you don't understand why. There's so much things that you have to understand. Look, what keeps me going, sometimes I have fucking fantasies of coming out here and preaching like I'm at work, and I'm like, man, I can't wait. I look good in my garment. I'm like a parakeet. I look good in my garment. I wanna come out here, put it on, and read and prophesy and teach. So you guys don't understand. So make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. Once you're dead, like the brother is getting into, it's game over. You clocked out. But the life of the fool is worse than death.
So when it said the life of the fool is worse than death, so say a fool, he lives his life and then he dies, but then somebody comes over and worships him, you know, over and over every year, you know, but his life was worse than death. So why are you worshiping death?
You should know by now. I'm gonna get another scripture.
Yeah, because they go every year and put flowers and, you know, they keep going on verse 12.
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 12. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man all the days of his life.
So it says 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead. So if one of your loved ones dies, you got a week to mourn for that person.
That's all you need, right, baby.
But if you're mourning for that person your whole life, you're considered a fool for that, because that's a waste of time.
It's a damn time. But hey, we're over here telling you. And yesterday was Holloween, which is wicked, and today is the other than Muertos, which is evil. So both of them together, you should already know something's going on this planet. Something weird is going on because these people in this planet keep practicing wickedness. They keep practicing unrighteous acts.
Fires keep breaking out.
Oh man.
Fires won't stop.
Talk about that Halloween injuries, deaths. Some people got hurt. A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, because there was a Halloween party and 3 people got killed, 9 people got injured. You know, so that shows you celebrating death. It only brings death.
And we're over here celebrating life. So when you celebrate life, it only brings life. That's why the scriptures say, store up in heaven. We're storing up in heaven, making our light shine bright. Because when things go bad, I'm like, I get pissed at first. I'm like, fuck. But I know it's just a punishment. It's just a test. Everything's a freaking test. Get 13. All right. Verse 12 again. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead. But for a fool and an ungodly man, all the days of his life.
So you're not even godly if you're worshiping a person all the days of your life. You know, because that spirit that was in that body, he's in the spirit world with Yahweh, with Yahweh Ma'ashem Yahushai.
demons out today. There's some demons out
Right
today.
when I said the name.
How about Shimmy, how shy, baby?
Yeah, because that spirit that was in that body, it went up to Yahweh Shimei Awashai, but you're still, going to that grave and trying to
Bring his
somehow make that spirit awake, or thinking that it's gonna wake up. But actually, that spirit with Yahweh, he's actually telling you, because you're down here saying, I'm sorry you're gone, but he's up there saying, I'm sorry you're down here,
Yeah.
because down here we're still in our bodies, we still gotta feel the pain, we still gotta go through war.
Speaking on that, we're still in our bodies, and when you go into the spiritual world, guess what? You got yourself a fucking super body. You got yourself a super body. So why the fuck would you be crying for those people? Hey, I remember the 7 days when my grandmother died and when my grandfather died, because I seen them in terrible conditions, and I felt fucking bad, but I still pushed on. 7 days. Complete time, and then I was like, man, they're in a better place. They're definitely in a better place. My grandmother had fucking tubes down her fucking throat. She already knew she was gone. I looked at her and I said, she's not here, Mom. Tell them to turn off the machines. For real, man, I felt so fucking bad I couldn't do anything. And then for my grandfather's funeral, it was in the Catholic church, and there was a fucking a priest wearing a mason's garment. And I was like, what the fuck? Just like, man, see what happens? So now they got their spiritual bodies back. They're like, man, they're rooting for me now. I know they're rooting for me, because when I feel bad, some good things happen, and I'm like, man, because somebody's got to be talking for you. All your ancestors are like, man, like I'm one. If it's okay for me to speak about your father. His father passed away, and I was right there for him with the scripture. I saw.
Yeah, as soon as he passed, I text him.
And then the first thing I got was Matthew 13:30, and then Revelation 14:14. It was great. Still went to mourn, like any man could and should. But after that, we're done mourning.
Well, after that, I went back to work.
Because we're in these bodies, and I have to read this one again. This is Ecclesiasticus 22:11. Weep for the dead, for he hath lost life, and weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding. Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. He's at rest, man. They're at rest. So that's one of those comforts. After you're born, you're like, man, they're at rest. Shit, now they better. And then I started thinking, shit, they better be praying for me. Because this race is hard, man. Yeah, and we're having fun now. We're in the danger zone. You can't see the angels around us protecting us from all those wicked spirits and demons. From dangers. Right now there was a car fucking passing the other car. That could have been a fucking wreck. That car could have flipped over here and smashed us.
Let me read a little bit. Let me get some more on this Dia de los Muertos. It says, the holiday is sometimes called Dia de los Muertos. In Anglophone countries, a back translation of its original name. It is particularly celebrated in Mexico, where the day is a public holiday. It says prior to Spanish colonization in the 16th century, the celebration took place at the beginning of summer. So that lets you know, because around the 14th century, that's when Christopher Columbus came over here, right? So he's the one that set up the Roman Catholic Church over here, because it's going to say gradually it was associated with October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd to coincide with the Western Christian Church. Okay? Because it's also related to what they call All Saints Day. Okay?
Let me get this. Chapter verse 12. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man all the days of his life. If you're celebrating that shit every fucking year, that's, you're thinking about that shit every fucking day.
Not only the dead, but you're celebrating evil spirits, you know, like skeletons and witches and vampires, you know, Dracula, all that shit.
Not to mention the fucking movies that are playing on right now. Scary ass movies. All kinds of shit.
The movie Holloween itself.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
He murders everybody.
It shows you the nature of the Edomite. It shows you the nature of Eve. He's always trying to kill you.
And he don't die.
And he's always celebrating the dead. Hey, he always comes around this time of the year.
And he don't die himself. You know what I'm saying? And he walks slow as hell, but he catches up to you.
Supernatural right there. Let me get verse 13.
Let me get this. So Dia de los Muertos, it's related to All Saints Day. And All Saints Day, you're not going to find it in the Bible. Okay? It was created. It said All Saints Day, also known as All Hallows Day, that's where they get Halloween from, is a Christian festival celebrated in honor of all the saints, known and unknown. In Western Christianity, it is celebrated on November the 1st by the Roman Catholic Church. See, the Roman Catholic Church, you know, was the one that created it. And then our people started following it, you know.
Can I get this scripture for you? Revelation 6 and 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Celebrating death. Eve, man. That's your holiday, man. That's your thing. You like to celebrate death. That actually is a bunch of meat in there. There's so much things to talk about in there, but we're dealing with your wickedness.
Because it said in Western Christianity, it is celebrated on November 1st by the Roman Catholic Church, and they put a picture right here just to show you. And it's all Edomite.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So this is supposed to be what's called All Saints Day. You could see it's nothing but Edomites. You know? It says, on All Saints Day, it is common for families to attend church as well as visit cemeteries in order to lay flowers and candles on the graves of their deceased loved ones. And when they do this, they paint themselves up. You know, they paint themselves up like if they're dead. You know?
that picture, I got a scripture for that picture. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
That's right. Because the heathens are the ones who covered up the Israelites. You know?
You just showed them proof.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh. How come you want to be? How come you want to be so bad? You don't act like us. You don't have a soul like us. Like, you don't have pity in your heart. You don't have empathy or sympathy. None of that. You're not from the seed of Jacob. You're from the seed of Abraham and Isaac. Not from Jacob. And Jacob got the promise.
Because they want to be like us, they want to act like us, they want to look like us.
You want to smell like us, but guess what? You don't smell like us, you don't act like us, you don't look like us. You have a different smell, smell of the field, fucking stank smell, and you just want to kill everything. Did you tell them what you were to find out?
That was on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia has a bunch of stuff. And look at Wikipedia. It sounds like it's wicked, right?
Yeah, because this says, All Saints Day is considered to be a Catholic holy day. A holy day? Meaning Catholics are required to attend Mass. The holy day appeared on an English calendar in the 9th century, and in 837, Pope Gregory IV ordered its general observance. See?
This is Ecclesiasticus 22:13. Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding.
So right there it said talk not much with a fool. So remember we said a fool is someone who doesn't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures. You know, so if you don't have that, we really don't want to talk to you. You know?
Oh, and every camp that has someone come up, we've had someone come up. It turns out when you bring out the scriptures and the real knowledge of the Holy Scriptures and the real understanding, all of a sudden they start acting like fools. And then the conversation changes, and then we don't want to talk to you, and then we excuse your ass.
Because at first we do want to talk to you because we want to tell you the truth. But then you start acting like a fool.
Like Mr. T says, I pity the fool.
Yeah.
Talk not much with the fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding.
Yeah, so we're not just gonna go up to anybody, you know, and seek advice from them, you know. The only people we're gonna seek advice is from the apostles of Great Millstone and on down, the brothers on the camps, you know, around the world, because they're the ones who got the understanding. You know, we're not gonna go someone that's beneath us, that has no understanding.
Like we're gonna go to these churches and ask someone. They're gonna make sure that you think you're right, but you have a feeling you're right. When you go to the apostles and when you go to the elders and when you go to the brothers, the rest of the brothers, it's not you think, it's you know. Get understanding. Verse upon verse, line upon line, command upon command, here a little, there a little. The scriptures prove the scriptures are right. And then the motherfuckers go ahead and say, well, that might have been him, that could have been him, but we're not sure according to history. How the fuck are you going to be a pastor and base your understanding on history? You got to base your understanding on the scriptures because the scriptures talk about the history. This is part of the history. Celebration celebrating the Dia de los Muertos. It goes back to the 14th century, which is around 1300. 1400. 1300, yeah, to 1400.
That's why, you know, Dia de los Muertos, you know, they paint their face and worship the dead. That's why they turned it into Halloween. And Halloween, they even go harder, you know. They go hard on Halloween.
Yep. They had the celebration for the witches a couple of camps ago. They went over there and then they said that they were putting a spell on the community, expecto patronium. I already told you about that.
Yeah.
That's some gay shit. That's homosexuality is wickedness too. Let me get the rest of that. Ezekiel 22 and 13. Talk not much with the fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding.
So talk not much with a fool. So even if our families, you know, are considered fools, we really don't want to talk to you either. You know, because why? You'll get us killed, you know.
For real.
Or we'll get you killed, you know.
Because our righteousness is man, you don't want none of it. We're telling you, don't celebrate these things.
Yeah, because you're supposed to separate holiness from profane. You know? Profane means outside of the Bible.
Outside of the temple. Profanity, that's what they talk about, profanity. The real meaning of profanity is something that's outside of the temple. Something that's going to get yourself killed. This is Luke 16 and 13. This is the words of Yahushua. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon.
So read it again and just stop at other.
Luke 16 and 13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
So it says a servant cannot serve two masters. So